Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So I want to start off by saying Happy Moon Day, everybody. We have just a couple of days before the Cancer new moon, okay? So if you're interested in joining my new moon healing circle and me diving into your chart to show you how to work with the energy of the moon, what area of life to focus on, you can find the link to join in my events tab on my website, 12thhousequeenbee.com. Now, let's dive into the chart, shall we? So we have the sun at 2 degrees of Cancer and is in that exact square with Neptune, working out of the square with Saturn. We now have Jupiter at 3 degrees of Cancer, working out of that square with Neptune and Saturn. Thank God. Okay? Thank God. Because now as Jupiter starts moving into the later degrees of Cancer before it stations its retrograde a little later, okay? We're going to be able to ease up just a little bit with this energy that is in Aries. And I know we're seeing that Aries energy everywhere, okay? Aries is the warrior. Aries is very hot-headed. Aries is all about me, okay? Instead of we, right? Remember? Libra is all about all of us. Aries is all about me, okay? So, things are going to be easing up, right? I do want to remind you guys that on July 4th, Neptune's going to be stationing to start its retrograde, okay? And there has been a lot of propaganda being pushed of FF events, and I do feel between the 4th and the 7th, okay, we could potentially see something. But this is also where remember Melton. That's all I got to say is remember Melton, because those of us that know how to collapse timelines, we can override any agenda out there, okay? So keep working on you. What is your body telling you? What is your intuition telling you? When things happen, when news comes out, what is it showing you? How is your body responding? That's Cancer, okay? Cancer is all being able to feel. Pisces, all being able to feel. Scorpio, all being able to feel, right? So what is it telling you? Listen to that first gut response. What is your intuition telling you? Listen to that first gut response, okay? Now, the moon is starting out in Gemini at 4 degrees and is in a trine with Pluto. So, this is where towers are going to come into play. If things are not aligned with your destined path, there will be towers, okay? There could even be collective towers coming up to the surface. So if things are falling apart, if things are just not coming together the way you think they should be, pause, take a deep breath, tap into your spirit team, tap into your guides, tap into the Most High, tap into the angels, and see and ask what's being shown to you, okay? Take a deep breath and then move forward. Now, I want to note that Mercury is now out of that trine with the North Node and is at 25 degrees of Cancer, okay? And picking up speed, moving right along. Mercury will start its shadow period around the time that Neptune stations. So this is going to be in July because we're going to have a Mercury retrograde at the end of July. So hold on, it's not happening to me, it's happening for me. And I do want to note that Mars is now at 3 degrees of Virgo, and the moon has already had an exact square and working out of that square with Mars. Now, does your beliefs and your values line up with your actions? If you say you value your health, are you taking care of your body? Are you watching the things that you're eating? Are you doing research on natural alternatives? Or do you say you value your health and you eat a bunch of sugar? Okay? Like, this is where we're going to be forced to really, really, really balance what we're doing, how we're taking action, okay, with our beliefs. Values versus beliefs. Now, I want to note that the nodes has now moved to 21 degrees of Virgo and Pisces. Thank goodness, because we are out of that degree, okay? And as you know, there's been a lot of rumors of a lot of people that have crossed over. And I say rumors because with the Saturn and Neptune and Aries, as far as war is concerned, we don't know the truth and the extent of how much damage has taken place, how much of it is actually legit and real, how much of it is all smoke and mirrors. Okay? And I'm not saying that to be light on the fact that there are people that are crossing over. It's going to happen. We got Pluto in Aquarius, okay? And if you are traveling for the 4th of July, this is not the time to be traveling, especially not by air, okay? Now, Lilith has now retrograde to that 0 degree point in Sag and is still in a trine with Saturn. So, crimes against humanity is a big theme. Okay, if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you're seeing that take place behind the scenes. But there's also a lot of smoke and mirrors as far as war is concerned. Now, I do want to note that Venus is now at 17 degrees of Taurus and Uranus is still at that 29 degree point. Okay, there's going to be a lot that's coming up to the surface. There's going to be a lot that is brought to light with this 29 degree critical point. And I do want to note that part fortune is in a square with Zeus. Okay, so there's still going to be a lot of breaking news having the moon in Gemini, but as it ingresses into Cancer, that's going to start slowing down just a little bit. But then keep in mind, we're going to have Uranus ingress into Gemini on the 7th of July. Okay, give me one card, please, for the energy for today. Give me one card, please. Page of Pentacles. I like this. Okay, the Page of Pentacles is all about new beginnings, new solid beginnings, new exciting beginnings. Okay, that youthful like energy of starting something new. And this goes back to Virgo because the Hermit has shown up with the Magician. So maybe it's time to start a new workout regimen. Maybe it's time to start a new, and I don't want to say diet, okay, but a new way of eating things that are really good for you that's going to be in line with what you value. Okay, you could feel the need to really go within, do some deep soul searching, but with this I feel like this is all about new beginnings and laying down things that laying down things that are no longer serving you. Okay, and this is going to go back to, does your values line up with your behaviors? Okay, you might need to start something new or to change something within your everyday routine. All right, I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well, and I'll be back for another update soon.